What happens after the last breath? Does the self dissolve into nothingness, or does it embark on a journey beyond human comprehension? Welcome, soul traveler, to the mystery of mysteries. Today, we enter one of the most profound and enigmatic texts of Tibetan Buddhism, the Bardo Thodol, widely known in the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Imagine a guide, not just for life, but for the moment when everything we know fades away. This ancient wisdom was not meant to instill fear. It was created to illuminate the path beyond death. What if the end is not the end at all? Together, we will cross this portal, uncover its teachings, and perhaps understand a little more about what it truly means to exist. The origins of the Bardo Thodol. The origins of this sacred text trace back to Padmasambhava, the legendary master who brought Buddhism to Tibet in the 8th century. He is known as Guru Rinpoche, the precious master. But he was more than a teacher. He was a yogi, a mystic, a master of the mind. At the time, Tibet was a land filled with shamanic and animist traditions. The ancient Bon religion shaped the people's understanding of life and death, and these deeply rooted beliefs made it difficult for Buddhism to take hold. But Padmasambhava was not a man who fought against forces. He transformed them. He used tantric wisdom and spiritual mastery to integrate these traditions into a new path. He established Soulmates Monastery, Tibet's first Buddhist monastery, and with it, a system of teachings that would guide generations to come. But what made his teachings so powerful was this. He understood something profound about death. He knew that when the body fails, the mind awakens to a reality unlike anything we experience in life. And in that moment, the soul faces its final choice, fear or liberation. This is why the Bardo Thodol was created, not just as a text, but as a spiritual map, a guide that can be read aloud to the dying, helping them navigate the mysterious passage beyond life. But what exactly does it teach? The three Bardos, the journey of the soul. The Bardo Thodol describes three critical stages that every soul will experience after death. 1. The Chikai Bardo, the moment of death. The first stage is the dissolution of the physical body. As the last breath fades, the soul is released into an unimaginable state of clarity. Here, something extraordinary happens. The mind comes face to face with the primordial clear light, a boundless, radiant presence that is the purest form of existence. If the soul can recognize this light as its true nature, it is instantly liberated. No more suffering, no more rebirth, just total, infinite peace. But for most, this moment is overwhelming. The light is too vast, too unfamiliar. Fear takes hold, and with that fear, the soul turns away, missing its greatest opportunity for enlightenment. Those who do not recognize the clear light move to the next stage. 2. The Chonyid Bardo, the realm of visions. Here, the soul is no longer bound by a body. It is pure consciousness, drifting through an extraordinary world of visions. But these visions are not random. They are projections of the soul's own mind. First come peaceful deities, divine, luminous beings radiating serenity. These are reflections of our highest virtues, our moments of wisdom, compassion, and love. But if the soul fails to embrace them, a shift occurs. The peaceful visions give way to wrathful deities, terrifying forms, monstrous and overwhelming. But these too are not external beings. They are our own fears, desires, and regrets made visible. This is where many souls become trapped. Fear makes them flee. Attachment pulls them deeper. And with each reaction, the cycle continues. But those who can see beyond these illusions, who recognize that all visions are empty projections, gain an incredible gift, freedom. Yet for most, the journey does not end here. There is one final stage. 3. The Sidpa Bardo, the path to rebirth. At this stage, the soul is drawn back into the cycle of existence. The longing for identity, for sensation, for life itself becomes unbearable. Here, the karmic forces accumulated over lifetimes take hold. They act as a magnet, pulling the soul toward a new birth that reflects its unresolved desires, fears, and attachments. Visions of couples in union appear, a metaphor for entering a new body. The soul is instinctively drawn to its next life, unaware that it is being guided by past patterns. But there is still hope. The soul that remains aware, that refuses to be carried away by desire or fear, can break the cycle. The ultimate teaching of the Bardo Thodol is this: liberation is possible at any stage, but only if we recognize the illusions for what they are. What this means for us, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, is more than just a guide for the dying. It is a lesson for the living. Because death is not the final chapter. It is a doorway, one that leads either to another cycle of existence or to complete liberation. And the key to passing through this doorway with wisdom? How we live today. The fears, desires, and attachments we carry in life do not disappear at death. They become the very forces that shape our experience in the Bardos. So the question is not just what happens after death. The real question is, are we prepared? Because the ultimate truth is this: when the final breath comes, when the illusions fall away, and we are left with nothing but our own consciousness, the only thing that remains is love. As Ram Dass once said, when you die, there is only one question that matters. How much did you love? If this journey into the unknown resonated with you, share this message, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. What do you believe happens after death? The path of self-discovery is long, but together we can uncover the greatest mysteries of existence. Thank you for watching.